in a place without a vision. And then you went on to further define vision as a clear mental picture of a desired future backed by the conviction that it must be achieved. Backed by a conviction that it must be achieved. And then you acknowledged, or you asked us to write down at visions as recorded in Habakkuk, make it very clear that by writing it down, you are putting the angels on guard to see that they must come to pass. And I know that they will help you bring it to pass in your words. And then you also brought us to the limelight between vision and ambition. Yes, we know that lots of people are arriving at success via ambition, but you added that it does not bring fulfillment. And I can testify to that fact, especially when we young people of this generation, we are very much interested at being successful. But do we have a clear vision board? Just like you said, do we have a clear vision map, that will take us there and give us a fulfilled end? For someone like me, I do not love cut short in my life. I love to stay through the process. I love to wait patiently. I love to build the virtue of waiting, because at the end, when you go back to the past and see how long you've waited, how far you've gone, I think you really feel proud of yourself, and then proud enough to even share your story. Thank you so much, sir, for telling us that ambition is a desire to become without a plan to be. You said it is dangerous because if there are no aligned plans, you can end up becoming just anything. And I believe that that is not God's will for us in this generation. So moving on now, let's go to the end of the discourse where you talked about setting goals. You use a SMART analysis where we have S for specificity, be specific on the goals you're setting, and then M, measurable. Let them be measurable. Let your progresses be tracked and measurable. A, standing for achieve. Let them be achievable and very realistic goals. Then we have R, relevance. Your goals must be relevant. And then we have the last letter T. It has to be time-bound, and then encouraging us to set time for the things that we do. You said we have daily goals. They could be habits and routines. We have short-term goals. We have long-term goals. That's just, running over all that you've said because we do not have so much time. So now the floor is open to taking questions. Okay, but before we move to the question and answer session, Pastor, please, I crave your indulgence that you allow us to bring in Mrs. Faith. She is ready and standing. And of course, she'll be catching a next train if we do not bring her on board. So please, I beg that you give us a little time for her to have her presentation. And then after that, we'll take the question and answer session for you and of course for her. Thank you very much. So this is our time for Mrs. Faith Essien, a trailblazing health food entrepreneur and founder of Exquisite Edibles. She has been a strong support and partner all through these years. And then she has been that woman that sees GCFC's programs and will give a thumbs up for it and will send her support and will encourage us. So this is your time, Mrs. Faith Essien, as we go through building a businesses. This one is going to center on principles of business growth and personal branding. And we have keys to sustainable business growth. So, Mrs. Faith, this is your time and you are welcome.
Thank you very much. Good evening, everybody. Can everybody hear me?
Yes, you're very audible.
Okay, I'm so sorry. I am so sorry. I miscalculated the time and can you hear me?
We're hearing you.
Okay, I'm so sorry. I miscalculated the time.
Okay, we understand. You have the time now, so please go ahead.
Okay, so Anifiok has spoken and Pastor Victor have spoken, and I didn't quite get everything, but I believe that everyone's purpose have been awakened right now and your visions are mapped. Now it's time to make money. Money. So good evening, everybody. I am so delighted to be speaking to you.
I hear you. Are you there? Hello, Mrs. Faith. Are you there? Okay, I think we're having a little network glitch, but I hope she'll be back soon. I hope she'll be back soon. While we're waiting for her, please prepare your questions for Pastor Victor Jules and be ready, to get answers because he is ready for us. Mrs. Faith, we're still waiting for you. Mrs. Faith, are you back?
Yes, can you hear me?
Okay, fantastic. You're good now.
Okay, I'm so sorry. I was trying to turn on my camera, but I think that will not be possible. But is everybody good with that?
Yeah. Well, not absolutely. Not absolutely. We'd love to see you and identify with you. So keep trying.
Okay.
But while trying, you can begin to take us on.
Okay.
It's good to see
I
you.
don't
I
know
think
if
you're
you
up
can
now.
see. Hi.
Hi.
Good evening. Good
Yes.
evening.
Welcome.
So I'll just go straight to the point. I'm so sorry, but I think it said I have 20 minutes. Yes. Okay.
But
But I
you
have another train to
than
catch
5 minutes.
shortly. So good evening, everyone. I am so delighted to be speaking to you today. Welcome once again to the Audacious by God's family of champions. Thank you, Anifia, for this opportunity. Although I didn't want to take it, but I'm not so much of a social person. But okay, so I am Faith, the CEO of Exquisite Edibles, a proud Nigerian health food brand. We believe in making healthy food delicious and accessible. So we have come through the journey. It's been we're getting to 5 years, and we started from our home kitchen. And I'm very sure Anifiok has spoken about awakening your purpose, and Pastor Joel spoke about mapping your vision, something like that. Yes. So I'm very sure that you heard everything they said. So, and I'm sure you are here for a purpose. And I believe that you're going to get one or two things from this. So, today, we have been able to, as Exquisite Edibles, we've been able to like two of our products in more than 10 supermarkets in Akwa Ibom State, and we supply our products to different eateries and hotels in Akwa Ibom. Like I mentioned, we are a health food brand in Akwa Ibom, and this brand has a mission to nourish lives through thoughtfully home prepared food that supports balanced living. So, like I
Thank
said
you.
before, our journey started in a small kitchen, but now we have almost six staffs that we have been able to employ. So I'll go straight to the point because I'm very sure I
Okay.
do not
Okay.
have time anymore.
Yes,
I'm
you've
talking
taken much of the
about
time to talk
the
about
keys
exquisite.
to sustainable business growth. And the first key will be the practical business tool. So this is basically about building systems and not sales. I'm talking about four things. The first one will be the practical business tool. So when you start out, it's tempting to focus on making sales and getting more orders, but you need to map out what exactly you want to do and how you want to do it. But not just mapping out what you want to do, but you almost done, please. I'm sorry. Okay, so the business tools I've been able to use so far has been Google Sheets, WhatsApp Business, Canva, Meta Business Suite, which I just downloaded recently. So you are not just going to plan like this is something you want to sell every time, like you want to make sales, but you have to plan like this is a vision, just Mr. Joel talked about. You know where you are headed, and so you're planning your business like this is already big, even if it's starting small. This is already big, so you need to put systems in place that are going to help you to be able to have a focus, not just have a focus, but you're able to put things together and the work will be easy even when you have a lot of sales. So Google Sheet has helped me to be able to track my inventory, record the sales so that you know if you're making profit or you're making loss, as you are not running a charity organization, of course. And WhatsApp Business as a tool has helped me to be able to set up my catalog. So not every time that people ask me, what and what do you have? I'll just refer them to the catalog because WhatsApp Business is able to help you design a catalog the way you want it. The next thing I'll be talking about is the mindset shift. So you're shifting your mindset from just hustling, okay, to a vision. Again, Pastor Joel talked about vision. So let's be honest, in Nigeria, it is very easy to operate in a survival mode, like from hand to mouth. But you have to shift your mindset to a visionary and not just a hustler. So at first, I tried to do everything by myself. I tried to make the orders, that's production, by myself, do my content, all my deliveries, and everything by myself. But then I realized that growth required more than hustle. And so I started delegating the jobs to different people. I started documenting my recipes and transferring knowledge to my team. This way, it made things easier for me. So one big thing is that I built a business that works even when I'm not around, even when I travel. I have a team that can handle a lot of things for me. In fact, the entire business, because I was able to delegate on time. So that is why I'll go back to the first one I talked about, having a system, having tools. So with these tools, even if you are not in a place where the business is happening at the time, you have people that can use all of these tools that I mentioned before um, to be able to keep the business running in your absence. So let's drop the hard truth here. You are not a robot. You need to rest as well. Apart from having this mindset of a vision and not just hustling, you need to rest. Rest is important. I need to say this all the time because this is the same way my husband keeps telling me, what if something happens to you? If something happens to you, the world will keep moving. So you have to prioritize your health. That too is a mindset shift. So another thing is that you have to focus on quality and longevity. Your business should not just be popular, but it should be sustainable. That is where vision is also taking us to, sustainable in the long run. The business that you start today is not just for a daily hustle, but where are we going to? I have talked about a business tool, I've talked about mindset shifts. Now I'm talking about innovation. Innovation is basically staying relevant. I'm sorry if you have any question, you might have to jot it down and ask me later. Okay, so I'm just trying to be fast so I meet up the next train that I have. I'm so sorry about that. So innovation is staying relevant and not fading out. Innovation is not just about tech. It's not about is not about adapting. Sorry, it's not only about tech, but it's about adapting. It's about evolving. So for example, I started with making granola, but after a long while my customers started asking me, can you make Greek yogurt, can you make yogurt? I at the time did not really know how to make Greek yogurt, so I went into research. I went into learning how to do it. You don't even necessarily have to go to a physical school. A lot of things are online. You can learn whatever you want to learn online. So I went into research and I tested and I failed. I learned and I was able to make Greek